Excuse me, can I interrupt?
I have
There
another.
are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm
can
done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's
So I would like
sakes.
to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was,
It doesn't
Excuse
matter.
me.
We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well,
I would like to take a break at this moment,
yeah,
and we'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off.
You have made little effort to call the people who show up most prominently in the Epstein files. And when you did, not a single Republican member showed up for Les Wexner's deposition. This institutional failure is designed to protect one political party and one public official, rather than to seek truth and justice for the victims and survivors, as well as inform the public who want to get to the bottom of this matter. My heart breaks for the survivors, and I am furious on their behalf. A committee run by elected officials with a commitment to transparency would ensure the full release of all the files. It would ensure that the lawful redactions of those files protected the victims and survivors, not powerful men and political allies. It would get to the bottom of reports that DOJ withheld FBI interviews in which a survivor accuses President Trump of crimes. It would subpoena anyone who asked on which night there would be the wildest party on Epstein's island. You have compelled me to testify, fully aware that I have no knowledge that would assist your investigation, in order to distract from President Trump's actions and to cover them up despite legitimate calls for answers.
Did your first interaction with Ms. Maxwell occur while President Clinton was President of the United States and you were First Lady of the United States?
No, I do not recall ever meeting her while Bill was still in the White House.
Would you consider Ms. Maxwell a friend?
No,
Would you consider her a friend of President Clinton?
he'll have to answer that.
And just to make clear for the record, have you ever met Jeffrey Epstein?
I do not recall ever meeting Jeffrey Epstein. In preparation for this hearing, I was told that he attended an event at the White House that was put on by the White House Historical Association. But I have no recollection of that. I don't recall ever talking about Mr. Epstein. He was not on my radar. He was not somebody that I had any connection to.
President Clinton took trips on Mr. Epstein's jet, is that correct?
Yes.
Would you consider offering a private jet as a donation in kind to the foundation?
Well, I don't know what the rules are under the 501c3 regulations, but it was certainly a gift, and he was, one of a number of people who provided transportation so that Bill could do the work he was doing.
Before his crimes became public, did you have any knowledge of the sexual abuse that Jeffrey Epstein was committing against girls and young women?
No.
Before her crimes became public, did you have any knowledge of the sexual abuse that Ghislaine Maxwell was committing and facilitating against girls and young women?
No.
Do you have any recollection of Ms. Maxwell's attendance at the wedding?
I have no specific recollection. Obviously, there's a picture of her being at the wedding as my husband walks my daughter down the aisle. She was there as a guest of Ted Waite, someone we had known for 30 years, I believe, who was a strong supporter of my husband and became a friend. And there were more than 500 people at the wedding. So other than that picture of her at the wedding, I have no recollection of talking with her. I
You've said this, you've never went to the island,
never went to the island,
you never flew with him on a plane,
never flew with him on a plane.
and you were never aware of his horrific crimes prior to those becoming public knowledge. Is that correct?
That is correct. The President of the United States is not above the law and should be in a setting like this answering questions under oath, as should others who are prominently featured in the files.